Hey, what's up? I'm Marquise, and I want to show you some tokens that I figured out how to make in the history of NFTs. They're significant because they're many of the first video NFTs with sound. And I'm going to show you how I created those. So this is my store. I just made these tokens last week. You can go to OpenSea and type in NFT Jordan, and you'll see this image and the 38 items that I have up here. This was the last NFT I just made. I made this GIF cover in Canva. I'll show you how I did that. And this Michael Phelps GIF I also made in Canva. This is a 11-minute video, 11-minute, 1 second long video of Michael Phelps and his 23 gold medal Olympic races, which I think is really cool. Now it's on the Ethereum blockchain forever. I made 25 of these. There's actually 26. There's a 1 of 1, and then there's 1 to 25. This is a 3-minute and 2-second NFT that I named NFT Historic Moments because of the historical sports moments that I put inside the NFT. The first thing on here is Tony Hawk. I remember watching this when I was a kid. Watching it live and watching him do his attempts until he got the 900. So that was really cool. So I did it because I remember it in my childhood and because it was just a very important time in sports history. Everyone wanted to see him make it, and he finally did, and we were all watching. I didn't even know about this kid until I started making this video. But this kid, I believe last year was the first one to do a 1080. And Hank Aaron, of course, I used to collect sports cards. This is his famous home run that made him home run king. 715th home run to beat Babe Ruth's record that stood for like 60 years. And I put Barry Bonds after him just to keep things in succession and kind of orderly. This is Barry Bonds breaking Hank Aaron's all-time home run record, his 756th home run. This is a really famous moment in Michael Jordan's career. I thought that was cool that I found that saying right there. And this is him during a very memorable sports moment, hitting the game-winning shot with 3 seconds left. Also, on the GIF cover shows him jumping. It's from that image of him jumping right there at the end. And LeBron James, it's just an amazing shot. And he waited to the last second and beat him by 1 point. That's pretty epic. That was do or die right there. And he did it. And it's a short NFT, but it's full screen and HD. The next NFTs I want to show you I won't be putting up for sale, are my historical tokens. This one's one of my favorites right here. I named it Wonder Piano for 2 reasons. It's the longest NFT with sound. Well, it was until I made a copy of the movie, which doesn't really count because I'm not going to sell it. But this is the first NFT to have 20 minutes of sound on it. And I named it Wonder Piano because of that, and because of the picture on the inside, and because this is Wonder Woman in a movie scene of her playing the piano. So for all those reasons, I named it Wonder Piano. I put 7 piano songs on here. I named the inside Piano Bar because it's a famous phrase in the piano world, and because this piano is on a bar of water. So I thought that was really cool. I like to connect a lot of things with entendres and double meanings. This NFT is 23 minutes and 23 seconds long, which is ironic because I recreated the Michael Jordan image as my brand image on the Ethereum blockchain. And this video that's the longest, was the first sound video over 20 minutes, happened to be 23 minutes and 23 seconds long. This is my Usain Bolt token. This is the first sports token over 2 minutes with sound. It shows his first 2 Olympic gold medals ever, and then his most famous win when he wasn't at 100% against Justin Gatlin. He managed to get the gold in that race anyway and hold on to his record. This is a full screen HD video as well. Back when I made this, I had a hard time putting 3 minutes of sound on until I figured out more ways of putting even more sound and data on. And then this. I really like this. I made this in Canva, this cover here. I took a GIF, and then I found a real package of a fossil, Pokemon fossil pack, and I cut off the sides, and then I added it to this to recreate a new pack image. This is the world's first NFT card, video card with sound. It's 4 minutes 46 seconds long, and I really like this. I like the story in this NFT. This is why I picked this movie. It's Ash and Charizard in his final battle, which kind of plays on me making NFTs and my battle to be successful and start a business and this and that. So I thought that was really cool. These NFTs were made on Rarible. All my Rarible NFTs, which have the gold image on it, have unlockables on Rarible. I made two voxel files, 3D downloadable voxel files. I found a website that I'll probably share, and I was able to find Pokemon cities, and so I downloaded that 3D city, and then I downloaded hundreds of Pokemon that came in color, and I put at least a little bit over 100. I didn't count Pokemon around the city. Some just walking around, some fighting each other, and I thought that was really cool. I really like those voxel files. This is a 1 of 1. I made 15 copies, which I've already given out. Alright, so next thing I'll show you is Canva. So I think I have 2 videos around. If I can find them on my computer files, I'm going to put those up too, which show me actually editing the data down. But I'm just going to try to explain it real well. So when I want to get a video to fit, because OpenSea says 40 megabytes, which by the way is 50 megabytes. Rarible's 30 megabytes, or 28 or 29 actually. The highest file that I got to fit on Rarible was like 28.5. But it's much smaller. So I go to create here. Presentation is big. It's 1920 times 1080. If you go to create, you can make a smaller frame. I'll show you for example. So this white square is everything that'll be inside the NFT. This one's 500 times 500. And presentation is long and horizontal, and is also much bigger. So when I made the Michael Phelps NFT, I used this canvas, and I just made the video smaller. But if you wanted to, you could do it from the 500 and 500 model, and then when you save it from Canva, the megabytes will be much smaller. But depending on how long your video is, if you save it in 500 times 500 pixels, you might have a blurry video. So that's why it's best to use the 1920 times 1080 and then just make the video smaller. Because however big you make the video is how much data it's going to be when it comes off. So one thing I forgot to add was, after you pull your file off of Canva, however big you want it, you want to shoot for usually about between 100 to 200 megabytes. Every video is different, but then you would upload that to your YouTube, wait till it saves in HD, and then re-download it. And usually you can count on it'll be 1/4 of the data that it comes off of Canva as. So if a file comes off of Canva at 200 megabytes, after you upload it to YouTube and wait for everything to save, on re-download it, you should get about a 50 megabyte file. I'll actually show you too how to, so you can upload anything right here, videos. If you want to upload a short video, let me see, and then go over here, I'll put a video up. So this is a video that I edited on my personal editor. I magic grabbed these images away from their background, and then I put them into my video editor. It ended up being a 7-second video. But then I went over here and I saved it as a GIF file. So that's the cover to my Historic Moments NFT. Alright, and I'll show you an example of magic grabbing. It's something I like to do a lot. I go to my 3D editor. This just came with my computer. I think it comes with most gaming computers. And let's try to magic grab this image. So you click on the image. Oh, I did it wrong already. So as soon as you insert it, before you click off of it, you have to go over here, make it 3D, so then you can move it around. And then you click on the top, you click Magic Select, and then just zoom in and cut off the images that you don't want in the picture. Go to Next. Oh, and perfect. I didn't even have to do anything to this one. You can add and remove spaces if it doesn't grab exactly what you want it to grab. Like, so for instance, if we grab this and this image, then this would be sitting on the side of this image at all times. But we just kind of want this image. It's one of my NFTs, my bit aliens. And then click Next. And then pull him right off the picture. And now he's 3D. So now what we would do to be able to get this to our video editor, we have to save it as a 3D model first. We'll call it bit 69. And then open that file. Now we can delete this one, we don't want it in the picture. So now we just have this guy here. Depending on how big you save this image is how big it'll be on your desktop. So I like to make it as big as I can, as big as a file that I can. So now go to Save As, go to Image, and if we forget to click this, we'll get a white square behind this image. So we're going to click Transparency, and that's going to make it just that image. So now I would grab that. I like to put everything on my desktop. Well, actually, it already popped up on my desktop, so that it's easy to find. Go to my video editor, start a new project, and just pull it on there. And because we magic grabbed it, it's going to automatically put a default of a black screen behind here. I don't think we can pick the color of that. But now we can put as many pictures as we want on here, and then save it as the video, and then bring it to Canva and make it a GIF. Another thing you can do here is display how long you want this to display for. On my NFT, my Historic Moments NFT, I have my brand image displaying for 2 seconds and all the rest of the images flashing for 1 second. This is really cool if you wanted to you could also put a video in here, and then if you wanted this picture to display for however many seconds, it'll display as a still picture for that many seconds and then play whatever else is after it. I'll show you this website real quick instead of putting it in the description down below. It's free3d.com, and here you can get all kinds of free 3D models. You save them. OBJ is what you're gonna want, unless you can use these other files. But for the 3D paint, you want OBJ, and you would save a file and then just insert it into let me see, I actually have a couple. I'll show you this one. This is one of my downloadables. Well, that's how we would insert it, but let's go to the actual file. This is, you can click 3D up here, and then you can move around. These are images that I created. I grabbed these statues off of that website, 3d.com, and they came as all gray figures. And just from here, I painted them. I went to the internet and I pulled this image off. The window picture, Shift plus S, will allow you to grab something and save it. Save it to your clipboard. So I went to the internet, I saved it, and then I brought it in here, and then I magic grabbed those letters off of whatever else was around it. And then I came in here, I inserted it into here, and up here would be, it would say, if you want to turn it, right next to magic grab, it would say make it a sticker. I made it a sticker and I put it on his body. And that's what I did with all of them. I pulled this off of a jersey on the internet, and then I made it a sticker in here after I magic grabbed it off the jersey, and that's how I decorated all these guys. This is Barry Bonds. I grabbed that off of an actual Barry Bonds helmet. This came off of an actual jersey. I recreated some famous shoes that he wore in the game. I put my own, well, different logos. That's the Michael Jordan image. There is a Nike sign that goes on there, but I didn't add it to this one. I made it a little bit different, more unique, and I just made a matching Michael Jordan on his heel. And then this is Michael Jordan over here. I was able to make these a sticker because it looked good on these shoes. This isn't a sticker. That's an actual 3D object, if we can get a little closer to it. So that's right in front of there. I didn't actually stick it on, but it still looks really good if you look from a straightaway view. And I magic grabbed this logo and I painted it. The Jordan was black, but I made it white because it pops better with those shoes. So yeah, that 3D site is really good. Most everything is free. I paid for a few 3D models. It's worth it if you want to make certain things. But just about everything you need or will be able to find will be free. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'm going to put a link to my OpenSeas airdrop selling all of my NFTs, which means you only have to pay the Ethereum gas fee, which right now is quite high to buy an item. Gas fees are different for everything, but to buy an item, it's higher than all the rest of the transactions, and right now it's at about $100. But these are really cool NFTs. I added this to my locker, so if you actually got this, you could actually recreate. You could put these images into another 3D locker if you wanted to. You could do anything you want with them. These 4 images, just like this, come with my historic moments NFT along with another locker. I made a big locker with baseball fields and basketball courts and a skateboard ramp. And with those, because everything's real close to each other, they're going to be frozen together. Like, for instance, now that this file is saved, this item right here is frozen to his body. I can't grab that separate. So in the big locker, the baseball field, everything's glued to it now pretty much. So you really can't take everything apart and recreate it. But I think these are pretty cool. It took me quite a while to paint these and be accurate to get everything that I needed to make them the way that I wanted. But yeah, I hope you enjoy and happy creating.